Welcome to day 3 of going live. 30 days of financial wellness. I'm gonna be honest. I woke up a little late this morning, and normally when I wake up at 5, I snooze about 6, and that's my business. And I get up, I go walk, I do my workout, I get ready for the day. Well, this morning, I didn't get up till almost 8. And my brain started coming up with reasons and excuses for not doing my walk, for not doing my workout. And it was working for a little while. And then finally, I said, no. I rolled out of bed, threw on my Outcast t-shirt, and walked out the door. No excuses. What are your non-negotiables when it comes to your time and your money? Put that in the chat. That's the question for today. What are your non-negotiables in life? As I was walking, that question came to me because what's important to me now is my wellness, is my wealth, is my time, is my freedom. But the reality is those things don't just happen. You got to put in the work. Yesterday on the live, we talked about taking action. And I asked you guys, what's one action that you can take to propel you into your financial wellness journey? And I asked you to put that in the comment section. And if you didn't do that yesterday, put it in the comment section today. Because as a author, international speaker, and financial wellness coach, I've helped over hundreds of clients, especially women, get over the shame of money and the stress of living paycheck to paycheck so they can get out of debt, save to invest, and begin to live a bold, free life. This requires a shift in your mindset. It requires action. It requires believing in yourself. It requires imagining a life bigger than you can even imagine. Imagine a life where you don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about money, and you can fully show up and boldly show up in your life by design. And one of my favorite quotes, I'm a quote collector, quote queen, is by Martin Luther King. It is, everybody can be great. Everybody can be great. Because everybody can serve. And ultimately for me, the pinnacle, the mountaintop of financial wellness is being able to serve, being able to show up and have time for myself, for my family, my daughter, my granddaughters, my grandchildren, muchos nietos, children's children, my community. I always say my contribution to Black Lives Matter before it became politicized, before caring about human beings became a weapon, was My contribution was financial wellness, because if you have more time in your life and you don't necessarily have to go to work, you can show up for your community. You can show up for activism. You can show up to serve those who are in need. You can contribute to those who may be wrongly convicted or who need help and assistance. When you position yourself to not have to worry about money and you have the resources. Remember, I always say it's not just about money. It's about having resources. Your time is your most valuable resources. So being able to serve your community, being able to contribute to society, the world as a whole. So it's so much bigger than paycheck to paycheck, being able to pay your bills. That is just the beginning. That is just the beginning. And oh, I'm going to share with you the rich auntie, because I'm not even kidding. Like, when I smell good, when I look good, I feel good, it does something to me mentally and psychologically, and it allows me to show up authentically as I am, or who I am, because I am who I think I am. I'm gonna say that again, and I want you to type that in the comment section. I am who I think I am, because people will project who they think you should be onto you, and then you grab a hold of it, and now it's belief, and now your actions are regulated by that belief that someone else has projected and injected into you. Let that go. You are who you think you are, period. No explanation, none of that. You are who you think you are. I am who I think I am. Type that in the comment section. I am wealthy. I am beautiful. I am wise. I am responsible. I am a servant. So this is the Rich Auntie scent of the day. This is Red Zara Temptation and Sandalwood. It's bold, it's warm, it's spicy. The longevity A+, projection A+, 8+ hours on the longevity. I would say the most prominent note, obviously, in this is the sandalwood. It's in this Rich Auntie on the budget. Zara parfums are, I think this one's $49.99, and that's not bad. This is a extrait de parfum, which that's, Google it. It's long. My daughter got me on these perfumes, and they got me in a chokehold. But this right here, when you walk into rooms, you are who you think you are. And people gonna be like, "Ooh, what's that? What do you have on?" Yeah. Y'all, this stuff takes effort. It takes work. You don't just show up like this. You have to put in the work. You have to be willing to make the sacrifices. Like Les Brown said, you have to live like no one else so you can live like no one else. Today, I was thinking about the live, because the live for me is a non-negotiable for the next 30 days of showing up to give value, to help anyone under the sound of my voice who may be struggling when it comes to their finances. Just know that you are not alone. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid, because trust me, there's people out there. Listen, you got high earners that's broke. I always tell people money and all those things is not just about how much money you make. It's about how much you keep. So if you're making $100,000 a year income and your expenses is $105,000 a year, guess what? You're broke. You're a six-figure broke person. So don't let those numbers get to you. You figure out what your freedom number is. You figure out how much money you need to live a well-balanced life. Then you figure out how to make that passively, how to make your money work for you. And as we go along in the next however many days we have 27 because I can count, 27 days, I'm going to get more in the weeds of that. But to start, we needed to work with the mindset. We needed to work on taking action. We needed to work on showing up for ourselves. Dr. Tiffany, I wore this red for you today. Y'all, not only am I doing this live for you guys, I'm also doing it for myself. As an entrepreneur, as an author, speaker, and coach, it's important to me to be committed to what I say I'm going to do. It's important for me to be consistent. And these deciding and accepting the challenge that someone gave me at Cherie, to be exact, owner of the Cyber CEO. That's not the name of the business. It's Cybertech. Don't give me the line. But it's Cyber CEO on Instagram. Make sure you go follow her. She's amazing. She challenged me to do this live, and I accepted the challenge. And this morning I woke up late and I was like, oh, I need to go walk. I got all these things I need to do. Because again, health, that's the non-negotiable for me. My health, my wellness, I'm big in my back. Doing something with this perimenopause belly. I'm still cute. Don't ever get it twisted. And don't say, however, sin embargo. Health is wealth. It's not just about the outside, it's the inside. It's about the heart. Okay? So this is helping me personally and professionally. Where my business besties at? Where my entrepreneurs at? Where are my solopreneurs who are juggling many crowns, many hats? You're the CEO, you're the marketing department, you're HR, you're everything. Drop your link in the comment section because these lives are for you too. Because when you have a full understanding and foundation for your personal finance, that's going to cross over and make it that much easier and simpler for you to handle your business finance. It don't just stop at personal, because guess what? If you're trash, excuse my French, with your personal finance, you're going to be trash with your business finance. And essentially, they're very much the same. Personal finance, you have income, you have expenses. Business finance, you have revenue, you have operating costs, operating expenses. Profit, residual income. What we doing with it? How we breaking it down? How we budgeting? How we putting it in the buckets? So, hi, Connie. Health is the minute. Yes. Thank you so much for joining the live, Connie. Health is wealth. And we all going to go to glory, hopefully, one day. Like, we all going to leave this plane one day. But the question is, what is going to be your quality of life while you're here? How are you going to show up for yourself, your family, your community, the world, or your sphere, if your health is deteriorating? Y'all know America don't care about y'all health, right? You have to be responsible and take charge of that. Sugar, salt, all these things, diabetes, high blood pressure, especially in the Black communities, are number one killers. Stress-related illnesses, diseases. Health is wealth. But oftentimes, we don't even have the time or luxury to think about our health because we're working, because we done we're in debt, and now we got to work to pay bills. And now we're not living a full, well-balanced life. So having the time to say, well, what can I do for my health? Having the time to go take a walk. There's 144, is there 140? Don't get me the line. There's 20. I used to know the number. It's 144, hours in a week. Anyway, it's 24 hours in a day. 530. Y'all listen. I can go on and on and on about this because this is something that I'm extremely passionate about. When I was traveling the world, people always ask me, where do you find the time? Where do you get the money? And by the way, traveling and living abroad is far cheaper than living in America, but that's a whole nother conversation. But financial freedom, that's the first step. Paying off $33,000 of debt, saving to invest, starting my business, Organized Chaos Enterprise, firing my boss, creating a lifestyle by design. I call it a laptop lifestyle. I can live and work anywhere, but that takes, it's a choice. You can do it. I did it. You can do it. That's why I share my story. And I'll go into that tomorrow about my journey and how it started when I became a mom at 14. So I got pregnant at 13, mom at 14, but it's 16 minutes after. Thank you guys so much. Sharing is caring. If you know someone that can use this information, that this information can benefit someone, please share it. Please type in the comment section, what is your non-negotiable when it comes to your time and your money? I feel like mine could be summed up in one word, is health. Health and budgeting. All right, guys, let's continue to be great. In the words of Español, seamos geniales hoy. Hasta pronto.